Hi, I'm Jim Griffith, and you're watching Our Storied Desert Land. Many of you have already heard about the great, unique game fish of southern Arizona, the Santa Cruz River sand trout. For those who don't, the story starts thousands of years ago as the desert started drying out. And the fish who were swimming in the streams adopted to this change, and their gills were replaced by lungs, and their eyes grew out on stalks in front of their faces, and they navigated through the sand. They could be right on the surface to see little bugs and flies and things walking along so they could eat them. Now, for those of you who are new to southern Arizona, the local definition of a river is a long, skinny stretch of sand over which water will sometimes run. It was discovered that these were real fighters, just tremendous game fish. The trouble with catching them, however, is most of our sandy streams have mesquite thickets along the banks. And if you're casting your fly or your lure over a mesquite thicket, it'll take you the rest of the day to untangle the line and get the lure back. My friend Joe Harris came up with catching a horny toad and tying a leader around its belly, right behind its front legs, and setting it loose to walk down the stream. Now, horny toads are protected, but there is no law against taking them for little walks in the desert. You let the horny toad loose, it walks eventually over where the sand trout is lurking. Sand trouts don't like to swim very far because it burns their little sides. It's friction of the sand. And so you let the horny toad wander. Horny toad comes close to the sand trout. The sand trout goes right there. You don't need a hook or anything. You just give a jerk to the line to set the horns in the gullet of the sand trout. And you pull him in hand over hand, and the friction of the sand will have him skinned and cooked by the time you get there. Now, if you want to be fancier about the preparation, you prepare a marinade of 5 parts tequila, 2 parts lime juice, and 1 part chili, and soak the sand trout in it for 24 hours, at the end of which time you feed the fish to the dogs and drink the marinade. Now, this is what is called a windy. It is a story with intent to deceive.